Zirger. I play the guitar. I'm from Tiffin, Ohio. Been playing for just over 2 years now. I started playing my freshman year of college. And kind of a funny story how I got my first guitar. I always wanted one, but for whatever reason, never got one. The winter time of my freshman year of college, I had mentioned to my mom and my aunt. I said, you know, I'd really like to pick up the guitar. I always kind of thought that would be cool. And my mom was always like, you don't have the patience, or you'll never want to learn the guitar. But then my aunt happened to have a foreign exchange student, and he was from like Korea or something, and he came over, and he went to their prom. There's like prizes, and he won that. You can't really see the guitar, but it's like a cheap Fender, and he won it in like a prize pack with a little amp. And then he left, went back to Korea and left it there. So my aunt's like, well, you can have this if you want it. So that's kind of how I got the guitar, which is kind of an odd way to go about getting one. I can't remember like a specific time where I thought, well, this is new. But I guess what would happen is I would learn a riff, or I'd hear something and I think, well, that's cool. And I would learn to play it, and then I would just maybe mess around someday, play something that sounded like that, like really close to it, change a few notes here or there, and then I kind of got the whole idea of like what it means to be influenced by somebody. So you try to put your own spin on somebody's style of playing, try to play like them, but not play the exact same thing. I guess it would start as a lot of it would be like at parties or something. If somebody's like, oh, you can play the guitar. We have some friends who fancy themselves freestyle people when they're had some drinks. So I guess that was maybe the first how it would start. I would just pick something up, and I wouldn't want to play like an actual song, so I would just throw some stuff together. And then it kind of evolved from there. And then I kind of thought, well, that's kind of cool that I can do that. And then I consciously started thinking about it, like, let's see if I can really put together something that sounds neat. So that's how it started. When it comes to when I thought about writing, like kind of writing my own lyrics and stuff, I guess that was a whole different kind of inspiration than playing the guitar sort of thing. The Beatles are the biggest inspiration there. I always really liked John Lennon, and he's kind of the way with Jimi Hendrix. Sometimes when Hendrix is playing the guitar, or I'll hear a Beatles song, or I'll hear the stuff that they're doing, sometimes I have to turn it off almost, just because like I get frustrated, like, how can they do that? That stuff's just so incredible that sometimes it's frustrating, really, to listen to that stuff, because it's like, it's so incredibly good that it frustrates me to think, wow, I'm not even gonna hear that. So that's kind of how the lyrics thing started, I suppose. Trying to write like him, and then I listened. Zach gave me some music, and the first time I guess I tried to write like a hip hop lyric, because before that I had only tried to write like John Lennon did, and then Zach gave me some hip hop stuff, and Atmosphere was kind of a lot like what we were doing. They rapped over guitar a lot. So that was kind of who I identified with right away when it came to rap, kind of that hybrid rap guitar sound. So I guess the first hip-hop lyric I ever tried to write was definitely a knockoff of them. Definitely a knockoff of Atmosphere song.
To be clear, I don't know what I'm doing here. All I know is you can't take it with you like a souvenir. I'm feeling clueless here, feeling like there's something missing in the view that's weird. So on a walk home to my one-bedroom apartment, I'm feeling nostalgic, wondering where my heart is. Got me debating if I should finish what I started, cause honestly, I like the way I departed with no notice, feeling so hopeless. But that's the way it goes when no bars hold, no hold bar, and wider and holes and bars.